See what she says about the theater in general. A piano on a stage. People used to come here and see concerts. Or theater. I wish I could play for them. So Rose has an interest in music, which will be shared very strongly by one of her other sisters. And she can interact with the piano. So a picture of a spider web there. Says, and a little bird making sweet forest music, floating on the waves. Oops, missed that one. The backlighting was really strong, so I couldn't quite get it, but we can see it again. Just let's get clear here, and I'll go into the basket and get it. Okay, we're clear. Let's take a look at that again. I am a little bird, making sweet forest music, floating on the waves of sound. Once again, the idea of floating. Everyone keep an eye out for that charred circle, just in case. I wouldn't mind seeing how Rose takes her repose in that particular area. Haven't seen any flowers, but then again, we did run around and collect a good chunk of them last time. Okay. Girl in white looks like she's roughly ahead. Off to this side. She's probably still running around at this point, but hopefully she'll stop near something interesting. Oh, she's really moving at a clip now. Okay, I think she stopped. And there's some more flowers. Now that I think we still have some items to get, hopefully the flowers will be of use to us. They're still a little slow down. Once again, my apologies. I've tried my best to tweak things to run better, and it seems to have worked a little better, but there's still a little bit of a jump in it. Okay, 20. 50 zillion more to go. Oh, and there's another flower, actually. See something shining over there too, so I'll go off to the right in a second. Rose, you are very slow. Yeah, looks like another couple flowers here. Sometimes I think the rows of flowers also will lead you to areas where there are items. $22. Let's see. If my original assumption about the rule of 6 holds, we need to collect 2 more. Oh, I guess I should clarify with the attractions. If you meet the wolf in an attraction, then it gets marked on your map. So, for example, we've been to the Ruined Theater twice already, but it still hasn't showed up on the edge of the screen yet. But once we go to the wolf in Rose's attraction, then that will be marked whenever it's in the forest for us. There we go. Okay, the game is starting to make more sense to me now. Now that there is an item to collect still, then the rule of 6 flowers for a hint still holds. And of course, yeah, I figured as much. That's Ginger's area. That's a can of spray paint and an empty wall, so that is suggestive of graffiti, and Rose does not strike me as the type of person who's going to go around using graffiti on walls. There's a little pond there. And you can actually see there's a larger pond, or probably a lake, beyond. And that is actually where Rose's wolf is. So once we're done with the last few items around here, that's the direction we'll be headed. You also can see that sometimes, I think the placement of the attractions is somewhat randomized in the forest as well, because in this particular instance we have all 3 of them are actually pretty close together, whereas in Robin's one they were more spread out in physical space. Okay, which direction was that? Well, this way. And there goes the girl in white ahead of us, probably just to stand next to it like we already know where it is. Yep, there she goes, right next to it. Oh, and oh good, here's the burn circle. Let's see what she does. I'm curious. You gonna sit down or lay down or something? No? Really? Oh, okay. Being that Rose is all about flying and floating, I guess she doesn't want to get any closer to the ground. So we'll just move on. This is the well, being a symbol of water, which will go with Rose's theme of flying or floating. Oops. Went right past it there. Deep inside, everybody is a dream. Very poetic. So the idea of depth is brought in with the well, as well as, like I mentioned before, the water. And I believe that's the third, yes, that is the third and last of the special items for Rose, which produce new rooms. So as soon as I've convinced myself that Rose can't interact with any of the other items, or I should say pick up any of the ones that are remaining, we will go and meet her wolf at the lake. What I'll probably do actually is I'll see what the girl in white does. If she decides to hang around with the wolf for a long time, I'll just go ahead and assume that that means we are in fact done. And there's no more items for Rose to comment on. Meantime, everyone keep your eyes peeled for flowers. You can notice already that because all of the discovered items are shared between the girls, the game actually does speed up as you go through the chapters. Because it would definitely be a long game if you had to re-find all of the items for each girl. $27. Another 3 before we get another hint, but I think the girl in white is still hanging out around the wolf, so I think I'm going to take that as a sign that we are good to go. Don't want to end up flailing around the woods too long, like I did with Robin. So once again, we will have the opening cutscene for the wolf encounter. And then we'll engage in some of one of my top 2 or 3 music tracks from the game here.